let me do that here. Okay. So just fair warning, everyone's recording now, so no personal things if we can help it. And then we'll stop, and at the end, we'll see what's what, and I'll try to promote this thing further. Again, this is Millennial Workshop Theater. It almost feels like the reboot of Millennial Workshop Theater, maybe the second
2.0.
It's the same, and yet we haven't had a lot of activity lately, and people haven't been busy. People have been busy, but is the point, busier than I ever imagined. I started this group just so what's that there? Oh, in chat. I'm sorry.
I was calling it the Millennial Workshop Theater Remix.
Remix.
Yeah, and I started this group because I only have about 5 years experience in theater, if that. It's mainly an improv theater or improv comedy. I was in Sick Puppies Comedy, which is it was a group in Boca. I think they're located in Delray now. Excuse me. And me not having had a college level experience with, I didn't study theater in college. And so, once this pandemic is licked, I'm kind of the last person on the totem pole that's probably going to get in somebody's cast or cast in a certain play or whatever, because there's a lot of you out there, you people included, and everyone knows this, that South Florida is just packed with people, a lot of them much younger than us, and they've studied for their masters in theater, and they, even they can't, even they have trouble with getting those opportunities. And so I go, well, I'm going to give myself an opportunity, and hopefully a few others or many others an opportunity just to practice, just to work out, just to improvise. And we did a few of these before, which were local playwrights. They came in and we would read short plays, 5-minute plays. We did some poetry readings. And now, since I've had a little trouble finding people that have written anything, we are trying this out. It's going to be kind of I'm sorry, I'm looking down and looking over. My mom's like, look in the camera. All right, Mom. But I guess I'm looking over at my notes. We're going to do some Meisner style exercises. Hope you're into that, because that's kind of what we have a little bit. Maybe we'll play some Convergence in the beginning, maybe warm up and do a few games. I'm going to stop talking now. Let's just briefly introduce ourselves, very briefly, just a few things you'd like people to know. We don't all know one another here, or if we do, it's some people might not know certain others. So Laurie, why don't you go first and tell us who you are and what you would like to do.
Okay. Hi, I'm Laurie, and I'm an actor and a playwright. And recently, I formed a group with two of the other people here, Ali and Brooke. We formed a group called Femuscripts, and I've been actually directing with that. And I find that really interesting, and I like it a lot. So I'm thinking of exploring that further. And that's me.
Yeah, no, you make a great point. If this is as much a director's workshop as an actor's workshop, at least I feel, because I'm kind of aiming there as well. Probably have a better chance of directing one day, maybe than. Well, I shouldn't say that. Maybe I'll get cast. But I am getting older, and so yeah, this is my way of having a director's workshop as well. So that's great that you're striving and aiming toward that sort of thing. Ali, why don't you go ahead?
Hi, I'm Ali. I write things, I make things up. I'm an improviser. I'm a teacher, both as a profession and also of improv and things like that. I'm just always looking to learn new skills, practice the skills that I have, meet new people, play with new people. I think anytime you get an opportunity to practice and be creative, you should take it. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, Brooke, why don't you go ahead?
Hello, I'm Brooklyn White, and I want to say thank you to Michael for allowing us to be in the space and to do this. It's amazing to meet fellow artists and to just create. And I am an actor in the theater a lot my whole life. I love singing. I'm a singer. I like to write. And I'm a mother and a teacher too. I love teaching youth, and I am so excited about the formation of FemiScripts with Alicia and Laurie, just focusing on getting the woman's voice out in the theater and getting those things produced, those plays, and that work. So thank you for having me.
Fantastic. Yes, you do have a, how old's your daughter now?
4 in less than a month.
Oh, wow.
Birthday
Okay.
time.
Oh yeah, her birthday's coming up.
Well, extra special thanks to you, Brooke. I know how, or I can imagine, I suppose, I don't have children of my own, but I can imagine the, I don't want to say hassle or burden, but the responsibility and the joy and just basically the time that takes. So I'm grateful to have you here every time I do something, especially since you're a mother.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Sean, why don't you go ahead?
Hi, so my name is Shawn. I'm an actor. I recently graduated from FIU, the BFA program. And like most actors, been in sort of a little bit of a dry spell since live performances kind of vanished. Originally, I came here to Salt Lake City to join the Salt Lake Acting Company, get my first equity job, but that's been kind of on hold since then. So just been trying to keep myself busy writing, going over monologues on my own, and just trying to join groups like this. So I'm excited to get back into it.
Fantastic, Sean, and we hope you keep plugging there in Utah, and we hope you keep showing up here. And I encourage anyone else that might be watching this in the future on YouTube, if we post this, that anyone in the country can join, anyone outside of Florida, anyone, I guess, anywhere in the world, provided you speak English. Unfortunately, that's the one language I speak exclusively. Yeah, so thank you, and we'll try to get started here. Brooke, the last time we played Convergence, how did that work? Do you post the word beforehand, or I'm kind of confused on how we decide on what to. I'm relying on you for help with this one.
Yes, because of the audio lag, such we raise our hands, or you can just say one, someone else will say two, and then we'll write something in the chat quickly, some word. The first people will just write a word, and then we'll say 1, 2, 3, and we'll hit enter, and everyone will see that word at the same time, and it's like you say it together, and that inspires a new third thought, I guess you would call it, that 2 other people will then decide to take their turn, the next 2. Do you remember?
All right, let's try that.
Sure.
Does that
Can you run that by me again?
well, you'll see it here. We won't you won't go first. Brooke, why don't you, is it 2 people start out again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you want to start. Alicia knows this game, so we're gonna
Yeah,
say
I
a
was gonna
word.
say you and Alicia start out, and we'll pick up from there.
Yeah, it's we've played this in our improv Society Circus players, by the way. So check us out. And so we're gonna start with just a random word that comes to our mind. And then that word's gonna inspire the next 2 people to take their turn and come up with a new word that sort of connects those. And we tend not to use too many proper nouns or too many, right, Alicia? Not too many.
Yeah. And the goal is that 2 people type the same word at the same time. That's the goal. Yeah. Okay, ready? 1.
Convergence. Okay.
Yeah.
2.
1, 2,
Wait,
3.
I'm gonna write now I'm gonna write my thing in the chat. Hold on. I'm not looking. I'm just gonna write something in the chat. And then 1, 2,
2, 3.
3.
All right.
Okay, so folder and balloon. We have folder and balloon.
1.
So you're looking for what's the common denominator between folder and balloon, and if you have it, you want to say 2.
Anyone?
2.
Hold on one moment. And ready? 1,
1, 2, 3.
3.
Oh.
That's too funny.
So we have schoolwork and school. school, work, and school, or what we ended up.
Okay.
Oh, so close. Okay.
1.
Anyone else got one?
Oh,
I'm gonna
we're
go-
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you got a word in between school and schoolwork, after someone says one, so Brooke said one already, you say 2, and then it's you type
so we're
your
still
word.
finding a word linking with schoolwork and school.
Yes.
I got
What's
one.
the common? Okay. So Michael is 2.
Ready? And 1, and then we're gonna count down whenever you're ready. So ready? And
Yep. So
1,
type your word.
1.
2, 3.
Ah,
Ooh, close. Okay, we have class and graduation. Class and graduation.
You say 1 or 2?
Yeah.
1?
Yep, you say 1.
Okay.
Okay, 2.
And
So
then
type
write
your word, and then on 3 we hit enter. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
oh,
Ah,
that's
I
pretty
was gonna
close.
say that.
we are
Me
so
and Laurie
close. We have
Me and Laurie were converged, actually. Yeah, we were.
speech and valedictorian are the words that we have. Speech and valedictorian. We are so close.
Terribly close.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 1.
Okay, 2.
Go ahead. And 1,
1, 2,
2, 3.
3.
Oh,
Oh, honor and
And
ceremony. Honor and ceremony.
ooh.
Okay.
So what's the
1.
common denominator between honor and ceremony?
Okay.
I got
1.
1, and I'm 2. Ready? And I type mine in there.
Okay.
And 1, 2. You ready? 1, 2, 3. I would take that
Award
as
and
awards.
I feel like that's
yeah.
the same.
Awards,
Award and
yeah.
military
Yeah.
award.
And
Yeah.
me and Laurie,
I feel like that's the same.
Yeah. All right.
and me and Laurie were there with the valedictorian right there. We were there. I just dropped it in there.
I had it as my first thought, and then I didn't.
Yay! So
We got it. We got it.
Is there a way to clear the chat, or do we just keep going, or
you can start over
I don't think
again.
there's a way to clear it.
no? There's no way to clear all that out. Okay, we'll just start again. All right.
I think you have to go out and come back into Zoom to clear it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
probably.
fine. It's okay.
Zoom needs to get it together.
Shawn, why don't you and I go?
Sure. So
Yeah.
we're just starting brand new. Any word?
Yeah, just any word you want, type it in, and let's go.
Okay.
Okay, 1. You're 2.
2.
1, 2, 3. Hmm.
Nice. Okay, we have horse
Ooh.
and apple. Horse and apple.
1.
2.
And then count 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Orchard
Okay.
and horseradish. Orchard and horseradish.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 1.
2.
Go with 1. You got a 2. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, Shawn. 1, 2, ready? 3.
Picnic. Oh, wow. Okay.
Ooh.
Picnic
Close.
and green. Picnic and green.
Okay.
Okay.
1.
2.
2. Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
Alicia and Laurie.
1, 2, 3. Nature and ants. Ants the bug, not aunts.
Like you're telling your mind is.
Nature and ants.
parks. Nature and ants.
1,
2.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh, pests and life.
Ooh.
So close.
Life and wow.
Okay. 1,
2. 1, 2, 3.
Mosquitoes
Mm.
and exterminator. Oh, I have. I use
Mosquitoes and exterminator.
yeah.
it?
Only
I'm
one.
gonna go with 2. Oh yeah, ready? We doing this? 1.
Yep.
I'm thinking Miami. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Summer blood.
Summer and blood.
Blood
It's
summer.
from there.
Okay. 1,
Mm.
2.
Oh, that 2.
I think we all have it.
Yeah.
Am I
Wait,
2?
who's doing it? Yeah,
One.
you're 2. You're 2.
Okay.
2,
1,
3.
2, 3. Ah,
Ooh.
that's where everyone had it.
Pick,
Okay.
pick and murder.
1. I got 1.
Murder.
You gotta have. It's sort of funny, guys.
2.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. And I'm thinking of a movie, so don't hurt me for this.
Summer
Ooh.
camp
Like Jason.
and squash. Summer camp and squash. Oh, summer
Mm.
camp and squash. Okay. 1.
2.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Ah.
So
Yeah.
close.
Sport.
Okay. Cafeteria and sports.
Okay. 1,
Cafeteria and
Ooh.
sports.
1.
2,
Uh-huh.
1,
1, we got it. Circle back. Circle back.
1, 2,
3.
3.
3.
Ah! I was thinking
Kinda
school too, Brooke. I was vibing with you. I was vibing with
Tell
you.
the audience.
Food
Tell
fight.
the audience.
Cafeteria sport is a food fight, right?
Yeah. Tell the audience
Yeah.
what we have. Tell the audience what we have.
We have, food fight in high school. I was vibing with you, Brooke. I was thinking high school. Okay, food fight in high school. Okay, 1.
2.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Mhm.
Oh.
Movie with. Oh, okay. 1.
Movie
And I have
and
to do a proper noun. 1.
2.
oh,
1,
proper noun. Okay.
2.
Wait,
Can we say proper nouns? We can be as specific.
No, I think I know what you're thinking, Brooke.
You want to jump in there? 1, 2, 3.
No, Laurie said 2. Laurie said 2.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
Oh. The Breakfast Club and Fun. The Breakfast Club
Mm.
and Fun. Oh, okay. Okay, I got it. 1.
2.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, detention and the 80s.
Detention and the 80s.
What a combo.
I mean, I feel like we have
The
to
only
circle
one
back,
thing-
but
We have to circle back. No, I'm kidding. So,
Well, we would, yeah.
okay. Okay, I can do this. I can do
wait,
this.
detention in the 80s.
1.
Detention in the 80s. Yeah, 2.
1.
I don't know how to spell it.
2, 3.
Well,
No, it's good.
we've started over now, I think.
I don't know how to spell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
sounds
Laurie
good.
said refugees and I said Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah. I
Free
think-
association, it's okay.
Yeah.
Association.
Mm.
I think we have circled back to a new. I think we did well with that. I think we can. Should we just call it a draw?
I was gonna say we've started over
We
now.
circled back.
We circled. We did it.
We
Yeah.
circled back to school. Yeah.
We had a high school food fight. That was perfect. Ended this.
All right,
game.
I feel like we're all warmed up here and everyone
Yeah.
caught into that game pretty well. All right, well, let's try to do some, what are we gonna try to do here? Why don't two of us, or two of you, for now, I'll try it later, jump into a scene. So who wants to go first? You'll find out what it is in a second.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay, Laurie's going, and who else?
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go.
Allie, okay. Laurie and Allie will be,
Sure.
you're gonna come into the scene with a name. You're gonna name the other person. Anything you want off the top of your head. And once you say their name, they will name you. That is to
Mhm.
say, let me rephrase that. One of you will name one and the other one will name the other. And we will repeat those names. So when you call out the other character's name, you will repeat that other character's name. And then we will go back and forth in that way until something comes up and we have another phrase. But why don't we repeat it for a good 5 or 6 times back and forth. And once we have a line in our heads, either one of us say the line, and then we'll go from there in the scene and we will continue the scene. I hope any of that made sense. Okay, Laurie and Allie, why don't you guys go ahead?
So I just want to clarify. So we're doing like Meisner, but we're repeating the person's name.
Yes, you name the other person and then you repeat that other person's name until we get
Got it.
someplace else. Okay,
Perfect. Perfect.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Allie and Laurie.
Mavis.
Charlize.
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 Oh, Mavis.
Charlize, I did not expect you to come today. Thank you so much.
I didn't expect you to come today. Thank you so much.
Well, okay, no, let me stop you guys. We're now not repeating. Once she has said a new line, yours is a natural response rather than a repetition.
Sorry.
Continue.
Well, I wouldn't miss it.
You know, I figured since he passed, you know, he wouldn't know if you weren't here. But here you are, Charlize. So thank you. Really nice.
It's good to be back. You know, it's been a long, long time, and I'm finally here again.
It's been 17 and a half years, Charlize. Mm-hmm.
I had to really think.
I wasn't counting.
Yeah, you weren't counting. I really had to think about it.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've got so many other things to think about now. You're so busy in the big city.
Well, there's nothing like coming back home to the simplicity of quiet Saturday nights.
The simplicity, the quiet. Yeah, it's just like when you left 17 and a half years ago.
Imagine that.
I don't need to. I lived it, Charlize. I don't need to imagine. I know exactly what those 17 and a half years were like. So nice you're here.
Well, it can't have all been exactly the same. I mean, things do change here. Didn't you leave that friend of yours? What was his name? Bob?
Yeah, I left him and then I went back. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I left and then I went back and left and went back. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We got a stoplight 2 years ago. That was,
well,
yeah.
that's a big improvement. There must be a lot fewer accidents now. I remember that doozy of an accident that Bob was in. After the
Yeah.
first time you left him, he got real drunk and he went right through the intersection and there was no stoplight.
No stoplight. No stoplight. You got it, Charlize. Now there's a stoplight. So that's, that's been exciting.
Yeah. I guess there's a lot less roadkill as well.
Yeah. Yeah, less, raccoons and deer. Sometimes a possum. It is a possum county,
So you were responsible for putting in that stoplight, right? You were the one who wrote all the letters. Yeah.
Not solely responsible, but I will take most of the credit.
Well, you always were civic minded.
I'm surprised you heard our tiny news in the big city. I didn't think you cared about what was going on here.
I always cared. It's just that, I couldn't come back too often because of all my commitments, but I always cared.
Mm.
No, I really did care. Mavis, you got to believe me. I really did care. I know it didn't seem like it because I wasn't here. And I didn't, I wasn't here for your third wedding to Bob and
right.
Or third divorce
or
or
the
your
fourth
wedding to Bob. But
thank you.
I didn't really care. You got my cards. You got my cards. I know you got my cards.
I got 2 of the cards. I got 2 of the cards, Charlize.
Wait.
Bob and I had 6 weddings.
Bob works at the post office still, doesn't he?
He's retiring in 6 months, but yes, he's still there.
So, I wrote a total of 6 cards to you, and you only got 2?
Yes.
He was always jealous of our friendship. You know that, right?
He may have mentioned it once or twice when we first got together, but he swore to me that he was over it, Charlize. He swore to me, and I believe him.
I don't believe it for a second. Something happened to those cards. You always let him get between us.
I mean, 6 cards in 17 and a half years, Charlize.
The letters I wrote, those were only the cards. I wrote letters too. You never got those letters?
You wrote letters?
I did. First on a monthly basis.
How many letters?
I can't count. First on a monthly basis, and then when you never responded, it was like 3 months or 6 months. I wrote and wrote and wrote. I knew Bob was in the middle of this somehow. Are you going to talk to him about it?
You know,
Are you
I
going
will
to
talk to him
about it?
about it. Yes, I will talk to him about it, Charlize. You know, I thought that you didn't care, and I subscribed to the big city newspaper just so that I could possibly get some news from you. And there you were, writing like a big city journalist, and you had your little face on the page, and I read every single article that you wrote. Every single one, Charlize. I have them at home in a scrapbook.
You better ask Bob for those letters because I wrote them to you.
What do you think he did with them, Charlize? You really think that my Bob, who I have been married to upwards of 5 times, just threw away letters from my best friend?
You also left him 5 times. Why is that, Mavis? Why is it?
Because I'm not brave like you, Charlize.
No, you know why you left him 5 times? Because he's a terrible person. He stole my letters to you. Doesn't that make you upset?
Yes, it makes me upset. But you know what makes me more upset? That I'm not brave enough to leave this tiny garbage town with one stoplight and no good men. And you were brave enough, and you haven't been back here in 17 and a half years. And frankly, Charlize, that was the right decision.
I call bullshit. You are brave enough.
Scene. All right. That had characters and at least one plot and a setting. So I didn't expect, I was expecting maybe 30 seconds, a minute, and that is exactly what we're aiming for. And you're terribly good at that, Allie, and Laurie as well. You've surprised me, both of you. Although I should be surprised with Allie. I've seen her many times before, but Laurie, that was fantastic as well. Does anyone have any comments? I wasn't going to have any comments yet, but does anyone have comments on that scene? Anyone outside the scene or inside the scene want to comment on that?
That was just fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Just the directions it went. It started off with stoplights and yeah, just the direction it took. It was great.
Yeah,
Right.
it lost me with the stoplight almost. I'm like, what is she talking about? But that stoplight, that thing is called the stoplight, is what that's called, whatever that was.
Symbolizes a lot of things there.
Oh,
That's
gosh.
great, Kate, staying in
And it
character,
actually,
checking in with each other.
I'll just mention, I grew up in a small town, very small town, and
Yeah.
my parents worked for the Postal Service. So that kind of cut me. I think, oh, yours as well?
My grandma, she raised me.
Oh, your grandmother, just, yeah, okay, well, see, and I think, I'm trying to remember what we used to do in improv where we would get deep into it like this and someone would tell part of their, I think someone would do a monologue extemporaneously or improvising, and you would say a little bit about your life, and then 2 other people would, the monologist would get off the stage, 2 other people would act out your life. And man, those improvised scenes would cut so deep because it was like they knew your life. It was insane. They would add little things like the Postal Service or different, and you're like, oh my gosh, they are telling my life story, and I've not even told it to them. So that maybe we'll do that later. But I want to get everyone in here. Does anyone else have any comments before we start another scene? Anyone else comments on that? That was brilliant.
I was actually surprised. Go ahead, Laurie.
I like that we finally got into the relationship between us, because that was it took a while to get into, but I'm glad we finally did.
I don't think it took a while. I think we got there, and it may have lagged maybe for a few seconds, but That was almost perfect. It got there in the right amount of time, I think. All right, Shawn and Brooke, why don't you guys start out exactly how Allie and Laurie did. Name the other character, repeat that name about 5 times each. And yes, everyone's out of the scene. I'm side coaching now, so I'll stay in. I'll try to keep as quiet as I can. Brooke and Shawn, when you guys are ready, why don't you guys start? Whenever, repeat the name, and then once a line comes, after the tension is built, say the line, trust your instinct, and just go with it. Go ahead.
Abby.
Cliff.
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 You know I hate pizza.
And I've told you, Thursday night will be pizza night, and you can choose whatever toppings you want, but we're gonna have pizza on Thursdays. It just makes life a little bit easier, Cliff.
Easier for who exactly?
Easier for both of us. Easier for me because I'm on cooking duty most of the time, which is not even fair, but that's okay because, right? And it's easier on you because you have to deal with me cooking. Am I right? Just easier.
Not easier on my stomach, Abby.
Okay, well, I've been cooking very healthy lately, okay, and I made a salad. Okay, it's got parsley kale, it's got some field greens, it's got, lots of veggies in there, and maybe we can try gluten-free crust or the cauliflower crust next time on the pizza. I'll make the pizza crust for you. I will do everything if that's what you need, but I just need some structure. I just need a plan. I need just a little bit of help right now.
You know I've been really busy with work. I mean, I've tried to spend more time with you, but every time I suggest something, it's, well, that doesn't sound too fun. Why don't we go and have pizza?
Okay, is that what you're remembering? Me just saying, let's go have pizza? No. I think I appreciate you trying, but don't put this all on me. And I have said that I know you work a lot, and that's why I'm making you dinner most of the time. Okay? You get your lunch yourself, and I appreciate that, but I'm trying to be helpful as well. And I have been working too, just because I don't get paid and I'm not working full time right now, that's not really fair. And I appreciate the work that you do, Cliff.
Okay, I appreciate that you think you're working and contributing, but selling flowers on the corner is not covering the bills. Okay, much less the cost of the pizza that we have to continue to purchase.
Oh my God, I cannot believe that you just said that to me. My garden is my life. My petunias and my hydrangeas and my purple strain flowers are beautiful and they are my life. And I go out on that fucking corner and I sell them for nothing because I love them and I cut them out of their life and I don't want to make money doing something. And I'm taking leadership, and you're gonna put this on me because I'm giving you pizza. Why don't you go and order some Uber Eats and get off my back, okay?
Look, Abby, it's not about the pizza, okay? It's
Oh, I think I know it's not about the pizza anymore, Cliff. Go ahead and tell me what it's about. Look at me.
Well, what do you think it's about?
I'm asking you to tell me. You have it right there in your mind. Let me have it. Let me have it. Come on. You don't respect me living my dream and selling my flowers. You don't appreciate my pizza. You don't. What else? Come on. Come on.
I asked you last week if I could go out and sell flowers with you. You remember what you told me? When you looked me straight in the eyes, the exact words you told me?
I said, I don't need your help. I can do it myself.
I don't need your help. I can do it myself. How do you think that makes me feel, Abby? After working all day, not seeing you, just wanting to spend a little bit of time with you. I don't even like flowers.
So sorry. Who doesn't like flowers? Come on, Cliff. Everyone loves flowers. And I'm so sorry I didn't think about it. I'm just trying to do something and provide and just be, I don't know, be worthy of you. I mean, you're out there
You
going to
don't have
work every day.
You don't have to try to be worthy of me. I always, that's why we're married. You've been worthy of me since day one. You don't have to go out planting flowers and selling and I just want to spend time with you. That's it.
No, being married to you did not make me worthy. Every single day, I'm going to aspire to be worthy of you, and I'm going to live my dream, and I'm going to plant these amazing flowers, and I'm going to cultivate all these amazing strands of flowers that I love and bring people joy. And I want to bring you joy, but I cannot bring it to you unless I have joy. And I just want to sit here for a moment and just be with you and have some frozen pizza that is just easy and there. And a salad.
Back to the pizza. Back to the pizza. Can we just have something that's not pizza?
Of
Please.
course. Of course. Oh my God.
Well, you two did very well as well. That was excellent.
Now I want pizza.
Yeah, no, I just want to have someone to have pizza with. Anyone comments on that? You're on mute, Allie.
You're silent. You're silent, yeah.
Sorry. So when Brooke said, I want you to tell me what it was, I was like, it's a trap! It's a trap! She's trapping you! And it was really funny and I was giggling. So thank you for that.
Yeah, that it kind of hinged on that, the whole thing. And
Yeah.
I almost paused the scene and said, Shawn, you know what she means, but I didn't need to do that. Yeah.
And then she
Anyone
used
else?
a big emotional speech about, it's easy just to make the frozen pizza, then we can really spend time together. And he just goes, oh, so we're back to the pizza. That was funny too. All the feels and just now it's back to pizza.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else?
Again,
Thank you.
like the stoplight, it wasn't about the pizza. They both wanted the same thing. It just looked different, which I think is such an interesting dynamic to watch. It's two people who want the same thing, but they can't communicate about how to get that thing.
Yes, that's what makes a good scene. Is it's not about the thing, and it's about the two different perspectives in the relationship. Okay, why don't we? We got 15 minutes. Man, I had a whole lot more prepared. We're gonna have plenty. Show up next week. We're gonna have plenty of different things. We're not gonna have to keep doing Meisner over and over and over again. At least not in the same way. who would like to go again for another scene?
I would.
All right, Laurie. And Laurie was with Allie last time, so I'm going to give Shawn another opportunity since I've seen you guys perform before, Allie and Brooke. Laurie and Shawn, why don't you try, we want to try the same thing, or why don't we try this? We're going to jump into the scene, Shawn, Laurie, and we're just going to remain silent for an indeterminate amount of time, although I'll determine it's probably only going to be about 10, 15 seconds, but it might be longer. And we're going to let the tension build while we're silent, the two people in the scene. And once I break in and say time, one of you feel free to improvise a line. And it actually doesn't have to be right after I say time. You could still remain silent after I say time. But time just means we've let enough silence go by. Let's try that. Shawn, Laurie, whenever you guys are ready. You guys have any questions? You guys realize?
Are we still doing the name thing?
No, it's just silence. We're just sitting
Okay.
there, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, whatever I decide. It's just silence. And then once I say okay or time, then feel free to say a line, but you can still remain silent if you want. Everyone got it?
Got it.
Okay. Laurie, Shawn, whenever you guys are ready, begin.
I want to go out.
Hang on one second. I have to say time first. Once I
Gotcha.
break in and say time, then you can do it. So let's
Gotcha.
all right,
Okay.
we'll jump in, start again. Okay, time.
So did you ever get your car fixed?
Yes, I did. It's all fixed.
Well, where'd you end up going?
Nowhere yet. I assumed you wanted to borrow it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've got a date later tonight. I
That's
told you all about it.
okay, just be really careful. So you're going up to the mountains, of course. It's going to be cold.
Well, we'll snuggle up in the back a little bit and won't be so cold anymore. Hmm?
No walking.
Well, no, I mean, we're gonna take the car, or at least I thought we were.
Okay, I just kind of imagined you parking and going for a hike. No?
I mean, it's a little tough to go on a hike on Mount Everest, but we could try, maybe.
Even in the car, you're going to be cold.
Well, yeah, but that's why me and Katie are gonna, have a little personal time. Do I have to spell it out for you?
She made you that beanie, didn't she?
Yeah, isn't it nice? I mean, she wrote it in some like weird language, but
What is it?
that's cute.
It's Tibetan. It's oikta.
Oh, she said something like that, but I wasn't really listening.
You know
but
what it means, of course.
yeah. She told me it means hot dogs, which I thought was kind of weird, but
She lied. It
she
means
lied.
it means mothers are best.
Mothers are best. Huh. I mean, I guess that's a little cuter than just hot dogs, but
Or maybe
wait,
she,
how do you know Tibetan?
well, we've lived here for a while now.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I go to an English speaking school. It's not like I ever really had to learn.
I got to know the neighbors. I know a little bit here and there. I mean, I'm not fluent or anything, but you know, I get by. I can borrow
Uh,
a cup of yak milk.
oh man, I love yak milk. In the cereal, just the way it's so warm and thick. Mm. One of the few things I like about being here in Tibet.
So the beanie I made you, you're not wearing it.
Well, I mean, we're going out on a date. I mean, it's gonna be kind of offended if I don't make the beanie she just made me. And besides, I wear it all the time. You know, I love your beanie. I wear it
I've
everywhere.
never seen you wear that beanie, not once.
Okay, so I don't wear it that often, but I mean,
Yeah, I did see
I
you wear it once. You actually did wear it once when I asked you to.
well, why wouldn't I? I was just trying to be nice. I mean, you're always hounding me about putting on the beanie, put on the beanie here, take a picture with the beanie,
Look,
go
I
out with the
don't
beanie.
like it.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just
It's
kind
not
of
your
weird.
style.
I mean, the wings that you put on it and the like smiley face is just kind of, weird. Look, Steve made fun of me about it, okay? That's why I don't want to wear it.
I could cover up the smiley face. I could get a little applique and crochet the applique on top.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's just crochet on top of the smiley face after you crochet it on top of the wings, after you crochet it on top of the other old smiley face. It's got like 60 layers on it now. That's
The
what
wings are Tibetan style. I thought after being all this time here, you wouldn't mind a little something from this culture.
I miss home. You know how I feel about Michigan. I miss it. I want to go back. I'm sick of the Tibetan culture. I'm sick of yak milk, okay? I lied. It's disgusting. It's gross and it smells, and I don't want it anymore.
But your girlfriend's Tibetan.
Well,
She doesn't
yeah.
smell like yak milk.
No, she likes yak milk. Just, I try to stay away from this. Yeah, forget about the yak milk. Look, I just, I'm not angry at you, okay? I miss home and I don't want to wear the beanie. Okay. It's weird. It's embarrassing. I've got enough new things going on. I don't need people looking at me more funny than they already do.
Okay. Okay, I
Are you
get it.
mad? Are you mad?
No, no. I'll just make you another one.
Scene. All right. Very good. Any comments?
I like that it ended up being in Tibet. That was a fun surprise.
That's a good location. Good
Yeah,
setting.
that was a fun surprise.
Right. I just, the relationship was, there's that room, what's going to happen. And then, you throw the specifics in, it's a hike on Mount Everest, but the way you said it's kind of funny, you get that comedy and, oh, how could you not know it? We live in Tibet, blah, blah. And then she says, so it was just comedic, but there was still moments of just, clarity and that connection between, family, I think is great. And And we really knew what the characters wanted. So that was really great to see.
Yeah.
Commitment.
Exactly. Well, we got a few more minutes here. For a few more minutes. Against type. Character. Praise. Sorry, guys, I'm just spacing out here for a second. Virgins. Anybody else with other comments or?
It was just fun. It's definitely a good brain exercise. I mean, I've never personally really been part of an improv group or done
No.
much improv outside of, some things here and there in class, little exercises. So it's just interesting how it gets your brain working and having to think on the spot like that.
Okay,
And
well, maybe since you haven't done a lot of improv, maybe I can give
Hmm.
you a note. I've been holding it back a little bit because
No, please.
no, it's later in the scenes, you're very naturally you're more intense in the later part of the scene, but you're also more restrained, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And in the beginning of this 2 scenes you did, it was almost like you were a little like too quick in the beginning. Like, what am I trying to say? Like you don't have to start right away, if that makes sense. You can give it a second, or you can maybe say your line a little more like bland or kind of, it doesn't have to be Brando right away, if that makes sense. It could be a little bit. I'm not making fun of you. I love Brando.
No.
Saying, it's okay. It doesn't have to be right on the nose right away. Is what I'm trying to say. It's maybe a little more restraint in the beginning, because later in the scenes, of course, it gets better. Everyone gets better later in the scenes, and you're actually more on the nose, and yet you're more restrained later in the scene. So maybe you can try a little bit in the beginning. That's just one note from me.
Yeah. No, great. Appreciate it.
Okay, great.
You have
And
any
you're very good
notes
at
for me?
improv, by the way, because that surprises me that you haven't done a lot.
Yeah, improv is great. It's like a dance of uncertainty, but it's such a aware and present moment exercise. You get everything you need from your scene partner, and by giving what you need very specifically, so there's no confusion and not a lot of questions. I think just in improv, we know, right? Improv is amazing. I love it.
Laurie, sorry, you said something,
Yeah, I
or
just
you were
wanted
saying
to
something.
know if you had a note for me.
I don't think so, or maybe the same note I gave Shawn. It doesn't have to be right on the nose right away. It can be, I said this it was either last month or the month before. I told Ali, I believe, or somebody, that silence is also a note. If you're playing an instrument and you're silent, that's also like playing a note. I think Prince said that, the musician. So if that helps, playing it silent for even a split second, 1 second, 3 seconds, you don't have to start right away. You can be restrained. You can fight it back a little bit in the beginning. Maybe that'll help. Wow. All right. I think we should leave it right there. Regrettably, I didn't get to do a scene with one of you guys, but if you guys show up next week or on Thursday, I'll jump in a scene with you guys, and you guys can give me notes. And yeah, let's just leave it right there. Anyone have any parting comments? I guess with all your guys' consent, I would like to post this on YouTube. I'll stop recording now so we can maybe have some personal comments later.